minding my business 24 hours a day. Every day I wake up, somebody is talking about me on YouTube. Every day I wake up, somebody is talking about me on YouTube, and it's not positive most of the time. And it's not positive most of the time.
And spoiler alert, Mr. Umar, this one is not positive either. It's not going to be positive either. It's going to be a whole bunch of negative in this video, okay? Because the people have spoken, and we are tired. We are tired of this. This has been going on for far too long. Far too long. And, you know, we through. So, you know, if you're watching, stick around, because this video is going to show you just how the community is feeling right now about you. This video is going to show you that, and you need to know where we stand on this. All right, so without further ado, all right, let's get to it.
Academy donations raised. Calculations show that the total minimum FMG Academy donations raised by Umar Johnson at the end of 2020 was $1,150,301. We can now.
Whoa, wait a minute, Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar, what you done did with all that money? If the school was $400,000, you have plenty money left to do the utilities, to get supplies, you know, TVs, laptops for the kids. I mean, all your registration fees probably. Y'all, did he trick that money off, y'all? Was he tricking the money off in Africa? I mean, Waikiki, Dubai, Thailand, the Maldives. I mean, what was he doing? That's a lot of money that is unaccounted for. Y'all, this is where the scam begins. But
and that was by 2021, I think it said. So it's been 4 years since then. Where has the money gone? Where has it gone? Let's keep going, man.
get a job, Dr. Umar. Get a job, my nigga. Okay? Like a trade. You do know what a trade is, sir, right? You was on the Breakfast Club, and when they was interviewing you, you know, the many times you've been on there, you was talking about black men should, you know, enlist in doing a trade, learning a trade. So why the fuck is you online begging for fucking money, crying about your finances? You think we really that stupid? How desperate and pathetic does one have to be to resort to using their social media to desperately fucking beg for money? You're a grown-ass man. You know, yeah, you got degrees. I know a lot of people with degrees, college degrees, myself included. I work a 9 to 5. Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5. I will do that. I will work 10 jobs for it. You see me get online and beg people, beg and guilt trip people into fucking giving me money. Oh, stop the panhandling. What's another word for panhandling? Grifting, scamming, whatever it is you're doing, it's not right, Dr. Umar. This is why, you know, I put a video out about Dr. Umar over a year ago. Another prediction I called because I could see, you know, this is my autism. Shout out to all my autistic neurodivergence, but this is my autism kicking in. When you have autism, you develop a pattern recognition. That's why my discernment is so sharp. I have quality, very sharp pattern recognition. I can pick apart people's personalities and the way that they move. And, you know, I can predict their next moves because I've calculated everything based off of pattern recognition. And I called Dr. Umar out last year. This dude is an alleged deadbeat father. He's a womanizer. His side chick is out here putting him on blast. You know, all types of trauma with his mother. He's a walking contradiction. He's a walking, talking hypocrite. And yes, last year I said Dr. Umar, in my opinion, is a narcissist with sociopathic tendencies.
And if you're going to be on the internet criticizing people and I guess I can speak to myself with this as well. But if you're going to be on the internet criticizing people and giving people advice and, getting down on them about their choices, you got to have your stuff together. You got to have your stuff together because people are going to come after you. And you got to be prepared for that. You got to be prepared for that. And I don't know. Dr. Umar, I don't think he cares or he reads the comments. We know he watches the videos, but he don't read his own comments because most of his comments are negative on his own Instagram, and he doesn't delete them. So he might not read them, but he definitely don't care what people say about him. And so, I guess if there's a positive, there's that, because I encourage everybody to be like that, not care what people think. But yeah, he's getting it back. He's giving it. He's dishing it. But people are dishing it right back to them, and that's the purpose of this video. So let's keep going.
Yes, I called him a narc. This is narc shit that he's doing, okay? Begging for fucking money online, crying about his motherfucking finances. We all struggling. We in a recession. Everybody got to work. I know people that are homeless that got college degrees. So you need to take your own fucking advice, Dr. Umar. He has done 1 million interviews on The Breakfast Club. And I remember one specific interview where he was talking about how black men need to get a trade. Don't quote me on the exact words, but the conversation was on black men learning a trade. Dr. Umar, for you to not take your own fucking advice makes you a hypocrite. But hey, what do I know? All narcissists are hypocrites. Yes, sir, you are a hypocrite because, listen, get the fuck offline. Get off online, begging with your manipulation. Go get a trade, Dr. Umar. Go get some real work like the rest of us out here. I got my college degrees too, honey, but I works a 9 to 5. Ain't nobody bigger than a 9 to 5, honey. What a master manipulator. You know what? I think he's either facing legal trouble. I think he's in some type of legal trouble. Don't know what it is. God will reveal that in time because, Dr. Umar, when you're out here living a double life, when you're pretending to be a man of integrity, but behind closed doors, you're moving like a snake, God sees everything. You will be exposed and held accountable on a spiritual level, sir. And everything that you've done and not did with your children, being a deadbeat father, you're going to pay for that too. Every time a man does not do his child right, he is cursed. Every time a man abuses and takes advantage of women, whether it's his mama, his ex-wife, his baby mamas, you will pay for that too. And, what this says to me is that Dr. Umar is bad with money. He mismanaged his finances because where is the school? Remember he was taking donations to open up a school? Where the fuck is the school at? He been asking for motherfucking donations for like 10 years now, correct? That's because he's been panhandling and grifting, pocketing the money, mismanaging the money. I don't feel sorry for him. I think he is very deceptive and manipulative, and God is on that ass. Let's see it play out. My predictions are true every time. Yes, he's a narcissist. Period.
He know he a beggar. I've been working in the community for over 12 years. I've never asked for $1, homie, and I've done way more than him. I've never asked for $1. I've never said, hey, I need money from my people. I sold barbecue. I sold marijuana. I sold fake ecstasy pills that had caffeine in it like they were real pills. But I never went to my people and asked for money. He's been begging. The old man Pop say the strongest man in the land is the man who wake up and don't have to ask nobody for nothing. He's still asking, so he ain't strong. The difference between me and Umar Johnson is Umar is a pussy freak, a hound. He like to fuck. He weak for the pussy everywhere he go. I'm a player in the Mac. I ain't weak for the pussy. I just like to play. So the difference is, homie, is when he sit down, everybody that know these elements, nigga. Remember, he was caught in the strip club being a sucker. I'm the player. He the sucker.
All right, so check it out. Dr. Umar Johnson says he's broke because his business and personal bank accounts have been frozen. There's a lot I want to say here, but first let's check it out.
Dr. Umar has access to no money right now because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency. So for my loyal supporters out there, if you can spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifa Tunde and myself until my bank account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back and open up a new account, please hit my Apple Pay or hit my PayPal.
There's so much here, but first things first. Why are y'all still giving this guy money? I don't understand. Listen, I remember back at least 2014, but really 2010, he put a video out talking about the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. He had this grand dream of being able to educate black boys and get them out of poverty, all this, that, and the third. And all he needed to make this dream come true was your money. And he's been getting that money for the better part of a decade. And no school has materialized. Aside from the school thing, let's get back to the money. Bro, you had 2 accounts that got froze and you just out back with no money and you scrambling. That's crazy. First of all, why do you have your old school boyhood account right next to your business account? That should be in a separate bank, and you should have multiple accounts for business and personal. Also, you need to have access to other capital if your hard cash is disrupted. Okay, do you have a stock portfolio? You should be able to reach into that and take out about 5-10 bands if you need it. Do you have any assets? I got cars outside. If I need 30 bands, I just sell one of my cars and I got it. It's fine. I'm also a homeowner, as you can see. I could take out a HELOC, worst coming to worst. But the main thing you should have is your credit. Bro, if you have credit, that's all you need. I got a lot of credit cards. I got one credit card with $20,000 on it. And if I'm short $5,000, I don't have the hard cash, I just put the $5,000 on that. And you know what's funny? If you pay the full amount that you charge on the credit card before the actual due date, there's no interest. So you should have had other ways to be able to bridge yourself through this gap. And since you don't, that lets me know you're not really qualified to be an educator. Why would I pay you any money to educate kids? And why would y'all send y'all kids to him?
Yeah, that's what I asked in the first video I did on him. Like, why? Why would you send your kids there? It's either one or two things. This guy is a liar or he mismanages money. Either way, why would you send your kids to learn from him? Okay? Either way, why would you agree to be a staff member of that school? Because if you sign up to be staff or teacher in his school, if it ever opens, like if payday come around and your money wasn't deposited in your account, should you be surprised at this point? Do you have a right to be mad if you agree to be a staff member of this school? Would you have a right to be mad if your money doesn't show up in your account when it's supposed to? Because you already see he can't manage money or he's a liar. One of the two. But I got some more people ready to talk, but let's keep going.
So Dr. Umar, the Prince of Pan-Africanism, the Prince of Panhandling, just got his bank accounts frozen for fraudulent activities. And I've always felt like Dr. Umar was a fraud because you can't be pro-black without being pro-black for everybody black. You know what I'm saying? And he's not for everybody black. He's homophobic. And people like Dr. Umar in the black community are allowed to live and spread their ignorance because to the government, they're not a real threat. If they were a real threat in bringing the black community together, they would have got, like that's why they took out Malcolm. That's why they took out Fred Hampton. They took out Martin because these are actual leaders that are able to bring the black community together. You know what I mean? And maybe his account actually did end up getting hacked. that still doesn't change the fact that he's not pro-black, because again, if you're not pro-black for everybody that's black, you're not pro-black. If your pro-blackness does not include women, gay people, trans, bisexual, every single aspect of a black person, you are not pro-black. If your pro-blackness does not include gay people, trans people, I can't do it. You know what I'm trying to do. And I also have no idea how people were giving this dude money, because he's obviously somebody who's mischievous and is lying to you. Like, he's been collecting funds for that school for years at this point, since I was in high school.
Y'all see how the prince of goddamn Pan-Africanism, Dr. Umar, got his big funky ass up on the internet begging for a coin again, child? Wasn't he just in South Africa popping it, talking about how black Americans this and black Americans don't know who they are and they think they natives and Indians and blah, 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 and whoop-de-whoop. Dr. Umar, why you can't go back to the motherland and get a leg up over there? I'm sure they'll fly you out. Them your people, right? And you blaming the woman that's speaking out against you, that actually worked for you for free, helped you with presentations, took care of your mom for free. You're blaming her. Sis just came out and said that she saw a folder from that said that had an FBI emblem on it. Well, I don't know if I can say that on here, but I just did.
I have to be sworn in where I work. I've touched $1 billion worth of accounts. Why the fuck would I fuck with FDMG paperwork? But you've been caught with an FBI file, so are you an informant? We shall see.
So it's given that you an agent. That's what she said. She said she got more receipts that she's dropping. She also said that you on something. I don't know. I just don't know. And that's why you ain't got no cash, because you spending all of your money on some things that you probably shouldn't be spending your cash on. But something ain't right in the water, because you've been getting donations for like over 10 years. You still have not opened the school. Like, how you don't got no money? Like, what are you paying for? Is it child support? I don't know. I mean, it's not our business, but you brought it to the internet. You brought it to the internet asking for people to continue to do what they've been doing for the past decade plus, is to fund your life and your lifestyle. Like, don't you make money? You on social media. I'm sure your YouTube is monetized. I'm sure your TikTok is monetized. I'm sure your IG is monetized. Like, and you're a single man from what we know. Every time you deal with a woman, she's footing the bill. So,
and we're gonna hear about this in a clip later on, but I don't think his social media is monetized. I don't think it is. Why it's not? I don't understand it. But I don't think it is. It makes no sense to monetize it. Look, Dr. Umar is so like popular. It'll take nothing for him to get on YouTube and start making money. Nothing. And he don't do that. He rather beg for your donations. It's crazy.
Where? Something is not. I don't. The curious case of the Prince of the Pookie of Pan-Africanism, Dr. Umar. What you got going on? Spread love is the Brooklyn way. What y'all think? What is he doing with his money?
Dr. Umar. Actually, just Umar, because I've never seen a doctor beg for money in my life. I've never seen a doctor just beg for cheese, right? First, you get exposed for being a deadbeat father, right? Now, you're on here panhandling, asking your fan base for money because your money is froze. Where's the school at? Where's the school at, gang? And then, bro, just go get a job, bro. Go get your CDL, bro. Go get a trade, something. Go work for the city. Go pick up trash, something. Go do something. His whole fan base is like, yeah, nigga, we tired of your shit. We tired of you, boy. There's no way in the actual F we're about to keep sending you money. Like I said before, like everybody's saying, where's the school, Umar? He blew all that cheese, gang. He blew all that cheese. The cheese is gone. And now you back on here begging.
Part of me hopes that he didn't blow the money. Part of me hopes that he's telling the truth. And it has nothing to do with him. It's the people who donated to him. You know what I mean? If you feel people have been scammed, I don't want that to be true. You know what I mean? It's about the people who donated to him. That's why I want it to be true. Whatever he's saying, I want it to be true. I want him to get this school open. I don't think it's going to happen, but I want him to prove me wrong. Because I don't want those people to have been scammed. And that's all. And, you know, I'm afraid they've been scammed, though. And it's a little hurtful. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Umar, Dr. Umar, is asking for support after girlfriend hacked his account. King, how'd that happen? How'd that happen, King? It feels like it gives me this you're not being a good steward of your seed and of your meat. Girlfriend? I don't have a lot to say about this outside of, like, why can't you go down there to the bank and figure that out? What the fuck are we supposed to do? How much was in the account? Show us the picture of the girlfriend. What judge did you say? Give me their names. So you just let some bitch take all your money and you coming to us on the people's social media? That doesn't seem like a good strategy.
I'm so happy the jig is up with Dr. Umar because his whole baiting black women with this snow bunny thing, when whole time he's the type of black man we could give a damn about going to be with whoever. You know, it's come out now that this man's saying that he is broke, that he don't have any money. We already know he wasn't out here taking care of his daughters. And then he keeps on saying how he wants 2 black women to marry so that they could both serve him. I have not heard this man kick no real knowledge like a Dr. Ben, Dr. Clark, or Farrakhan, or any real black scholars or leaders. He baits people with this whole snow bunny bullshit that honestly most black women could give a damn about anymore. We be telling them to have you, you know, so it's only right that somebody that came out here playing these, you know, honestly, I think race baiting games, not really based on, we don't even know where the money for the school's at. Not that I gave any, but for him to be so broke right now, yet he's been collecting money for a school for how long? Yeah, the gig is up because you only can con black folks for so long.
For so long, because we get tired of it. You know, at some point, you know, even in your regular, normal, everyday life with the people you know, if someone keeps coming to ask you for money, it's going to get on your nerves, okay? Even if they pay you back. Every 2 weeks, they at your door. Hey, man, can I borrow some money till I get paid next week? Hey, can I borrow some money till I get paid next week? I pay you back every time. Well, I don't understand why you got a problem. You keep coming to me. You have a problem why you always need money, and you haven't fixed it. So, you're getting on my nerves. Anybody that continuously asks you for money is going to get on your nerves at some point. And you're going to be like, no. I'm tired of it. I know you pay me back every time, but no, you gotta figure it out. Let's keep going.
Okay, so everybody's saying the Prince of Pan-Africanism is panhandling now, and he's asking his followers for dollars, which is alarming. You can't be the leader of whatever, the blacks, and you don't got no money in your account. Okay? Especially when you're supposed to be opening up a school. Or was it his account got frozen? Either way, you way too grown and got too many businesses and things going on. For first thing you got to do is go to your followers in your car and ask for help. That doesn't look good at all. Look like a broke influencer. That's what everybody's calling him, a broke ass influencer. Now, if you need a ride, that's different. Your flight got canceled. You need to go to somewhere else. You need an Uber ride. That's fine. But come on, read the room. You're supposed to be so connected to the people. We're tired of people asking us for money. Everybody is struggling right now. Take a loan out on the school, something. You got too many businesses connections to go straight to your followers for money. That just look bad.
Dr. Umar, you a doctor, bro. You gotta start being smarter than this. Like, why don't you just monetize your life? You go viral on TikTok and YouTube every day, but yet the content doesn't come from a page that's yours. It's like 20 TikTok accounts that's monetized making money off of Dr. Umar clips. He do at least like 1 or 2 interviews a month. And on those interviews, they're long interviews where people's clipping them, putting it on TikTok, making money from it. The people whose show or podcast he goes on and do interviews for, they're making a lot of money from it. They always get a lot of views. Like, does he not have anybody in his team, or does he have a team, or what? To let him know, like, hey, you're missing out on about like $1 million a year. Make you a YouTube channel. Make you a TikTok account. And Dr. Umar been popular since at least 2010. You know how many people have become millionaires off of TikTok and YouTube? And he's still been trying to fundraise and get the money for this school for the last 10 years.
And you know, to add on to what he's saying, like, if somebody is basically using me to make a whole bunch of money. Yes, when he goes on these podcasts and does all that, they pay him. They do. But that's because they make like 10 times of what they pay him off of that content. So any smart man, smart woman will look at that and say, maybe I should build my own platform. Because all he really has to do is come out and speak about a topic, set up a camera, set up his phone, and speak about a topic for 30 minutes. Every week. Once a week. That's really all he has to do. And put that video online, and you'll make money from it. Why hasn't he done that? It makes no sense. You know, because, well, I know why. That's work. That's work. And it's easier to get on Instagram Live or make a video for Instagram, spend 5 minutes, and ask people for money. That's easier work than actually coming up with something to say every week and talking for 30 minutes. He's taking the easy route. That's what it's about. You know? And the lazy route is not going to get you to where you want to go. It's not going to get you to where you want to go in life. Let's keep going.
You got to turn your hustle up, Umar. Monetize your life, bro. It's 2025. Handouts ain't really where it's at. They talking about the Prince of Pan-Africanism, the Prince of Panhandling. You can't go out like that, Umar. Turn your hustle up. Stop asking for people's help. You already got the platform, bruh. Just make you a TikTok and go crazy. You'll be making $30K a month. You talk so much, you'll have 10 videos a day.
It seems like Dr. Umar is trying to set up for him to say, yo, they stole the money, bro. Yo, Dr. Umar, bro. Why are you online telling people you broke and you need, like, come on, Dr. Umar? Dr. Umar, bro. Like, the way Dr. Umar moves is it's just a little bit like, come on, bro. Like, you could do this shit, but handle this shit privately, bro. People are a little bit already skeptical about you always asking for money. The worst thing to do is now tell them that the money that they may have sent you or your personal money is compromised because it feels like you're laying the groundwork for saying, when people say, yo, what happened to the bread? You're like, well, I did tell you, niggas try to steal it. But Dr. Umar, brother, please. I know a lot of times when you get on this Instagram live, you're denouncing snow bunnies and you're offering up lashes to all the black brothers who are indulging with snow bunnies, and you're talking to ghetto people. But please don't be ghetto, okay? You've been asking for donations, and people look at you as a highly esteemed member of society, somebody who, again, this is the perception of you. The perception of you is not like a Nigerian scammer. The perception of you is a guy of high moral compass. What you're giving me is rush card and ghetto right now. Like, that's not what we need. Dr. Umar, please. Get it together, brother. Get it together. Financial fraud is a very popular crime. It happens all the time. This is something that, you know, when we look into you for vote of confidence, we don't want to hear that you about to open up a Cash App and a Venmo and you about to take payments like that because, like, you can't get to your bank account or you using a rush card. No, Dr. Umar, get it together, bro. Because you know what's going to happen. When you come back and tell us the money gone, you're going to say the CIA did it. But all I'm saying, Dr. Umar, please, handle these issues in private. Get your act together. You've been crowdsourcing money from a long time ago. People trust you. They trust your vision. But what we don't want to hear is that the money might be compromised with.
My brothers, the days of Dr. Umar are almost done. The days of Dr. Umar are almost done. The days of Dr. Umar are almost done. Come on now. We saw it coming. It's been 12 years since he said he was going to build that school. We ain't got no curriculum. We ain't got no teachers. We ain't got no plan. We just got an abandoned building hanging out. Listen, I think Dr. Umar is very entertaining, but I think he should have just stayed that, an entertainer. And then he's talking about his accounts are frozen or whatever. Listen, I think he's just broke. I think he's just broke or he's under federal investigation for scamming. I think it's either one of the two. And then on top of that, he do be saying some racist shit that I don't like, talking about don't mess with snow bunnies or whatever. Listen, love is love. You love the person that love you. I'm all for that. And sometimes he validates people to a certain extent to where it's just completely biased, and you validating them is going to lead them to their doom. So, you know, the way I feel about Dr. Umar is a mixed bag, but of course his time was coming anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it was going to come to an end at some point. You know what I mean? He had to understand that. He had to understand that. It was going to come to an end at some point. You can't ride this to the end of your life, okay? It can't be... It can't be 2037. You still talk about send donations to the PayPal for the school. You can't be doing that at that time. You can't. You have to make some moves with this thing, or you have to give it up and come out and say, hey, I messed up. I don't have the money, whatever it is, but you can't keep this going on forever. It's going to have to come to an end at some point. We got one more, and it might be my favorite. I don't know if I'm going to include this whole clip or the next clip, but every video I've done, every clip I get from here will be linked down into the description box. And they're linked in order. So the order they appear in the video is the order that they will show up down there in the description box. But we got one more.
Dr. Umar has access to no money right now because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency. So for my loyal supporters out there.
Oh God, y'all, I am dying laughing. He say he ain't got no digital currency. Hold up, Dr. Umar. Just say that you're broke. Dr. Umar is broke, busted, and disgusted, y'all. The feds is on that badonkadonk, y'all. They got the fire lit up under his tail, and he is over here begging for people to send money to his PayPal account. Do we got any takers in the building? We got 400 people in the building. Do we have any takers? Can we pass the offering plate, or do y'all want to pass on passing the offering plate? Y'all, let me know. Do y'all want to pass the offering plate or not pass
past the offering plate. Put a yes or put a no in the comments. Let's see. Do y'all want to help Dr. Umar continue to scam and maybe use his money, his donation money, to go to Africa and all these other places that some of us ain't even been? I'm just saying, y'all, I'm not donating not even 1 cent that I find on the street for you. You are a scammer. You've been scamming these people for years, Mr. Umar, and you didn't hit the wrong person because they didn't call the FBI on that badonkadonk, y'all.
What more can I say on this? What more can I add to the end of this? I mean, I think everybody throughout this whole video has spoken. You know, we've covered everything, everything that's possible to cover with this man. But I got a comment on my last video that says Umar Johnson isn't even his real name. And I'd love to see that, because I really hope that's true. Because like I said in the previous video, me and him have the same last name, and he's not representing that last name correctly. You know, so it's good. It'll make me feel great if that's not really his last name. That's not really his name. You know, y'all let me know if that's true or not in the comment section. But I really hope it's true, because I might have a good night's sleep if I find that out. I'm gonna have a great night's sleep if I find out that Johnson is not really his name. But thank y'all for watching this video. I appreciate it. Man, if this is your first time here, what are you waiting for? Hit subscribe. All right, make sure you give this video a like, and I'll see you on the next one.